I have two fluids in these graduated cylinders. One is shampoo and the other is corn syrup. I'm going to take a couple of marbles and drop these marbles into these graduated cylinders and see which one travels faster. So I'm pointing to about where the marbles are, just in case it's not very visible on the screen up there. So we can see that the marble is traveling much more quickly through the corn syrup than it is through the shampoo. So that tells us something about the viscosity of these fluids. So which of these is more viscous? Of course, the shampoo is. The marbles are traveling much slower through the shampoo than through the corn syrup. I'm going to try again with two metal balls and see if that's a little bit more visible on the screen. And again, the corn syrup, the ball traveled much more quickly through the corn syrup than through the shampoo. Again, showing that the viscosity of the shampoo is much higher than the viscosity of the corn syrup. Now, which one of these has a higher density? I'm going to bet that most of you are thinking the shampoo has a higher density than the corn syrup. We're going to look at that. We have right here a scale, so we can measure the mass of each of these. And both of these have about the same volume, give or take a milliliter or so. They've both got 500 milliliters of the shampoo and the corn syrup in there. So we're going to place the shampoo on the scale, and we have about 900 grams. And I'll try to come closer so that you all can see. No tricks here. We've got about 900 grams on there on the scale. A little bit shaky holding it up, but you'll just have to trust me on this one. Now for our corn syrup. Our corn syrup comes in at about 1078, so 1078 grams on our corn syrup. I'm going to try to hold it up so that you can see again that we're over 1,000 grams in our corn syrup. So that tells us something about the density of these fluids. Our corn syrup is obviously much more dense than our shampoo, by a little bit at least. And the viscosity of the shampoo is higher than the corn syrup. So there is no relationship between density and viscosity. Just because one fluid is more dense than another doesn't mean it's necessarily more viscous than another. And that's a common mistake people make, is thinking that because it has a higher density, it's going to have a higher viscosity. But we've just shown that in fact this is not the case.